Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing today? The 25th Genius is back with another Tower of God webtoon review. As you know, since my return, I have to do videos about Tower of God because it is my absolute favorite webtoon. And so many things happen in this webtoon with BAMs and Yuri's character development that I just absolutely have to talk about it. This is an episode you could not miss because so many things happened and yet so many things did. And a lot of it has to do with BAM's internal struggles, and they all come out in this episode. So let's get to it. But before I say anything else, Christmas will be here at the delivery of this video. So Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching, or to your family, to your friends, and have a Happy New Year. Hopefully your Christmas will be full of food, fun, activities, presents, etc., etc. Whatever your heart desires, I hope that you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, with that being said, let's get into this review. So this video is a little later than I would have hoped it to be, but I got put onto doing this all day, so that kind of happened. But we're back now. So in this episode, if you remember in the past episode, Caliban was fighting Jisan, and he appears right in front of Bam. Not by choice, but just by sheer coincidence. And I love how Caliban identifies that himself, where he says, on this ridiculous battlefield, I happen to meet the person I'm supposed to kill. How ironic life is, I feel. But unfortunately, Caliban's appearance means that, unfortunately, my dude Jisan lost. Which I'm very sad for, but then at the same time I'm a little alarmed because let me explain to you Jisan real quick. Let me explain to you why this really concerns me. Jisan is obviously the guy who trains Bam. He trained all the Slayers. He trained Kanaka, he trained Bam, etc. This guy is a high ranked ranker. He's extremely strong. He is so strong. He went up against a whole army and remained unscathed. He went up against Mescani Jihad and he remained unscathed. He went against a whole ranking anti-killing weapon and he remained unscathed. So if this Caliban character had enough power to kill him, maybe. I'm really curious about how strong this guy truly is. And it's a little alarming. Now, I am going to be hopeful that my dude Jisan didn't die, because they kind of didn't say he was dead. It more was like when he was on the verge of death, when we left him, and he may be alive, because in the last his last moments apparently he uses this reverse flow Shinso, which I guess was a self-destructing the mechanism, so that hopefully he can stop him getting to Bam, but it fails. Obviously, of course, Caliban is right before us, but they really don't say that he's dead or whatnot, so I'm gonna hope that he's not dead. But his death, while it's sad, is not the important thing. It's after Bam hearing about his master's death, he completely goes ballistic. So after he realizes the death and he hears it and it sinks in, he begins to attack Caliban. Now obviously it doesn't do nothing much to Caliban, but him pushing Bam back does nothing to him either, which at this point I just love how the webtoon kind of puts him on even ground, because the attacks weren't really hurting one another. But the thing that I want to talk about in this certain part is what Caliban says to Bam as he's walking up his attacks. He says that even if his master was alive, it wouldn't matter anyway because Bam is too weak. And this is so important because Bam struggles with weakness all the time. He feels that he is weak and that he cannot protect the people that matter to him, which honestly keeps happening time and time again, that he is proven correct with Kun, with the other two characters, again I forget their name, it's bad, that were killed. Bam's companions have been dying and suffering for left and right, and Bam feels that it is his own weakness. So when Caliban comes in and says, you are too weak, I just really wonder how Bam is taking it internally, and I really wonder what is Bam going to do to respond to what Caliban said. So again, there's a lot of anticipation going on in the next episode, and I just can't wait to see how things just unravel, because this is not even a battle just for their lives. It's really an internal battle that Bam has been having, because it's not even it even transcends over the being too weak for his friends. It's more about being happy, and it's more about really fighting for what he believes in rather than fighting for what everyone else believes in. So a lot of internal battle is going to be happening in this specific part of the webtoon, and I just can't wait to see exactly what is going to happen. But what another interesting point before I get to my final point is that and Dorsey encourages them to run away, but Bam refuses to run away because he says that if my master's sworn enemy is here, I can't, even if I die, I have to do this. And it really shows how much loyalty, even though Fug was evil and he hated, it just really shows you how much he respected his master and how much he valued him as a person, how much he really loved Jisun. And you see that all in this chapter, because Bam doesn't care about anything else at this point, but he just wants to know where his master is. He just wants to know, is his master alive, etc., etc., etc. And like I said, I just really love the devotion, and I really just love how we go into a flashback and we see why exactly pushes Bam to continue to fight on, and it's because his teacher just only wanted him to be happy, and that's why he gave him the power, to defeat a god, so that way he can, become happy. So after realizing this, Bam unleashes two thorns, which is absolutely perfect. I can't wait to see. I can't stress this enough. I can't wait to see what is going to happen, because he always taps into a new level of power. But I'm interested to see what this new level of power is going to do to Caliban. Caliban is already weakened from the fight between Jisun pretty badly, so maybe Bam can blow him over. Maybe. I'm always going with Bam because I think Bam can kill Jihad right now. Even though it's a lot. But it's going to be interesting to see what events are going to carry out in next week, and what bad demons is Bam going to fight with as he's fighting Caliban. That's another deeper thing that I can't wait to see. Then finally, it was just good to see Yuri actually taking up for herself and actually defending herself. See, those, if you remember, Yuri has always been a free spirit. Yuri has always read to the beat of her own drum, and she has been a huge protagonist in things changing within the tower. So it kind of makes sense that she says that I just want to do things my way, etc., etc. And she's actually standing up for herself against the whole family of Jihad, which, not even just in this webtoon, but just people do what they do. It's really admirable that they're standing up against so many traditions and so many norms. And this is exactly what Yuri's doing. So I just really got to enjoy seeing her express her feelings in the best way that she could. So, yeah. That is it for my Tower of God review. If you have any theories, before the ending of this video, there is a theory that I do want to talk about that I read on the comment sections, which is really good. Or it probably was the blog. One of those two. So, it's a theory that Bam is going to absorb the essence of bravery and take it as his own. Which I'm kind of seeing that, because Bam has already absorbed so much abnormal power that for him to absorb this a little bit more makes perfect sense to me. I think he can absorb the essence of bravery, but it'd just be interesting how he does that exactly and what will happen to him, because we still don't know the effects of the red thorn or something. The administrator. It's from the floor of death. From the floor of death. It'll be in the name as soon as I remember it. But we still know the effects of what that has. So if he absorbs so much, I wonder just what's going to happen to that. But again, this is all stuff that I can't wait for. When it comes. That is it for my review for real. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and a comment and a subscribe, because that really helps me out a lot. If you love the work that Sui does, make sure you leave a heart, because it really helps him out a lot. That being said, I thank you for watching and listening. Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the